Hi, I'm Anna from BeautyGirlsMom.com, and this is my able-bodied assistant,
Eilish.
From Eilis.
From Eilish. Eilish.com. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check out my mixtape. It's fun.
So we are here to talk today about the Disney Cruise Line Kids Clubs. The Kids Clubs on Disney cruise ships are probably the most extensive of any of the cruise lines we've ever sailed on. And they cover a whole gamut, a whole age group. You can be in the Kids Club from the time you're 3 all the way up to the time you're 17. Once you reach 9 years old, you can sign yourself in and out of the Kids Club. Parents, beware of that feature. It is a big ship. All of the Disney ships are big ships. You want to really seriously think about whether or not your 9 or 10-year-old can capably
maneuver their way back to the station.
Find themselves. I could not navigate myself around the ship without being on a 7-day cruise. It would take a couple days. So that's the first thing to think about. So what do you think in terms of the Kids Club? Are they worth doing?
Okay, so the thing is, if you have younger aged kids and you and your spouse are planning to go and do other things, Kids Club is an awesome idea because then they're out of your hair, you can relax, do whatever you want. But once your kids reach that certain age where they can do stuff, like I know I bugged you a couple of times to go do stuff with me even though you were busy. So once your kids reach that age, the Kids Club isn't really the main focus.
What age is that?
Well, even for Granuelle, she wasn't a fan of it this trip. She was 9 still.
This is probably... So we've gone back and forth with the Kids Clubs. Bridget was never a big fan of the Kids Clubs, but Bridget never really hung out with kids. Bridget was mostly surrounded by adults as a child. She was not a fan of the Kids Clubs. You used to live in the Kids Club. Granuelle used to live in the Kids Club. I think it's only been in recent last cruise or two that you've kind of veered away from the Kids Club, but you went back big time this cruise. You were out until 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning with the teen club. What was the teen club? It was Vibe.
The
Vibe.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's wearing sunglasses. But they had all kinds of teen activities, and you did stuff on your own with kids that you met in the club. Granuelle, not so much this cruise. She wanted to do more stuff around the ship. We spent way more time on Castaway Cay because she wanted to do, she did play in the water, she played in the sand, she did stuff at Castaway Cay, and didn't really want to be in the Kids Club. So
she had me go do like a scavenger hunt around the ship with her.
There was other stuff going on that she wanted to see and do. She wanted to make sure she got to see some of the shows. She wanted to make sure even dinners, she ate dinner with us, which
that was a shocker.
If you have late seating on a Disney cruise ship, they have a play and dine thing where your kids can come to dinner, order right away from the children's menu and be served right away, and then a member of the Kids Club staff will come to the dining room and pick your children up and take them to the Kids Club, so you have a nice leisurely dinner. Granuelle's always been a big fan of that. Not this cruise. She sat in the dining room with us for the entire meal. So whether or not...
Just to interrupt from the background, we've had dinner where we complained about them going to the Kids Club because we were at an empty table.
Well, we were. It was just you and I.
I almost skipped dinner.
You did because you had stuff going on with your teen club. So I think the value of the Kids Club, again, when you're comparing Disney Cruise Line to other cruise lines, it is very expensive. It is way more expensive than going on a Celebrity or a Norwegian or even Princess Cruises. It definitely is more money, and I think the value for us has always been the pretty much nonstop Kids Club activities. So whether or not
Disney is focused on the adults, like activities, and also the kids, so
there's definitely a big focus put on it. So when you're considering a Disney cruise, I think the value in it for you is going to be based on how much time your kids are going to be in that Kids Club. The level of service, we've always had very good service on a Disney cruise ship. I think we had waiters one time in a dining room that we did not care for, but we've always had really good service. The ships are very clean, tip-top shape. Nothing is left uncleaned, unpainted, unpolished the entire time you're on board. So you do have that. But in terms of what you're getting across the board, I think we are getting to the point where the better value for us might be a less expensive cruise with maybe not as extensive kids club facilities.
Little Danny
Little Danny.
was out till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
That was in the club that I did this.
When we took my nephews came with my stepmother on a cruise one time, and yeah, she was in a complete panic one night because he did not come home. But again, he closed out the vibe, he closed out the teen club, and met people from the teen club that decided to go wandering the ship. And you know, there are ways now that you can call your kids and make them come.
You can use your own smartphone now with the onboard Wi-Fi. You can start a group chat with all the members in your cabin, which was very effective.
And they still have the phones in the room that you could give to your teenager who's going out wandering.
They're not smartphones.
They're not smartphones, but whatever. So yeah, when you're thinking about the Disney Cruise line, consider the value in the kids club. If your kids are still very into, you know, hanging out with other kids, doing all the activities and stuff like that, it's definitely still a good cruise to be on. The other amenities are top-notch, top-rated. You can't say a bad thing about any of it. Adult dining is phenomenal. But if you're looking specifically at a program for your children, this is the most extensive, and it may make the higher price tag worth it for your family. So any last comments, parting comments?
I think I'm good.
I think you're good. So I am Anna from beautygirlsmom.com. If you'd like to subscribe and see more videos, just click the button wherever it is. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you real soon.